You are in a more strained state at the very least. And when you're in that state, your true self comes out. And when your true self comes out, it's like looking in a mirror. And that's also the Hajj, is looking in the mirror and saying, this is who I am. What does this mean? Yeah, my name is Saifa Hussain. I work as a chaplain and advisor, associate chaplain and advisor to the Muslim Student Association, and also to the Interfaith community on campus. So the Hajj pilgrimage is, as you mentioned, the fifth pillar of Islam. It's a major tenet of the Islamic tradition. It's considered an obligation for all Muslims, all adult Muslims, to make the pilgrimage at least once in their lifetime. If they are physically and financially able. So generally people will save up their whole lives. I mean, this is historically and traditionally what people used to do, save up their whole lives, and they would trek across the world to do this. And it was considered a very monumental life event. And I was able to do it 3 times, and I plan to make it more often. I plan to make it every year. The way I would explain the Hajj is that you see all of humanity in one place at one time, the good, the bad, the ugly, and all of yourself. And when you confront that completely and fully, the question is, what are you going to do about it? Your thoughts about how things work are radically challenged. And then when that happens, you have to ask yourself, so what is real? What is actually real? And for me, the only thing, as a Muslim, the only thing that's truly real with a capital R is God, is the divine. And so what that does is it brought me into this position where I really had to have a really honest conversation with God. And asking God, like, what am I here to do? What is my life? Why was I born? Why do I exist? We have this limited life. What is actually the meaning of that life? Is it getting a good job and getting a good career? Is it getting good grades and being the top of your class? Is it about being the best looking person? Is it about finding the perfect relationship? Is it about, it's like when you ask yourselves that, it's like that question, who are you? Who are you? You just keep asking these questions until you finally get to that sweet spot. What is it? What is it that's real? What is it that's truly, truly real? The essential good in all of us, it comes out during these experiences. And you don't know what journey people are taking. Like, this person could have been a hustler, this person could have been a con man, or this person, was a saint, or there's like, you see all sorts of expressions of people's humanity, but at the end of the day, when you really connect to who you are, it's beautiful. There's a purity there that you don't see. It's hard to see in other times. So on some lesser degree, there is that of like coming down to earth. Now what do you do? And I think for me, it was tricky. I always have a hard time adjusting back, because you just start to question the mundane of everything, and like, do I really need to answer all of these emails? If it's taking so much of my time, you know what I mean? Do I really need to, do I really need to have so much small talk with, you just start to see you start to notice the superficiality more in the way we live, but also in yourself, in myself. And then, it's like trying to adjust, like, okay, so what parts can I edit out? And like, what parts don't I need, and what parts do I actually need? Like, sometimes small talk is just important so that people aren't uncomfortable and can socialize better, and that's part of the human performance. But I think to be able to question it, to be in a space where you can question it, is important. It doesn't mean you have to have it all figured out. I don't feel like I have things figured out. I'm figuring things out. But I think it's the questioning that's important. Because if we can't question these things, then we will just be an autopilot forever, all of society.